Welcome to the next edition of the Wednesday special. It's the last week before, next week is the last week of Thunder Junction season. The following week after that is Bloomberg. So make sure you hit that follow button or subscribe and hit that bell notification so for future videos. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Let's get there together and let's hopefully the next season is going to be sweeter than this season because I always want to top the previous season. Let's get into the deck list we're trying out today, which is the Metalwork Colossus. But this deck is a little bit different. We're trying to utilize Kayla's Reconstruction in the deck. So that way we have a bunch of 3-drops with Synthesizer, Coat, stuff like that. To Sprock Synthesizer and in adjacent to it, have some sweet other alternative stuff going on. So let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So the deck list, we have our 4 Metalwork, 4 Cable's Reconstructions, because I want to play this card in a different way. Typically, this deck card is only played in stuff like Angels, Death and Taxes, stuff like that. What happens if we try to utilize the artifact side of this card, which is what we're going to try out? We have Prototype to help fuel this, Foundry to help fuel our actual other stuff, Iron Craig as a way to also fuel the Cable's Reconstruction, and then we have Portable Hole for removal. We have some Coats, Synthesizers, the Book of Exalted Deeds, plus Mutavault combo. Lands, we have pretty much everything tapped for white, so we can get this Cable's Reconstruction down. And the Book of Exalted Deeds. Otherwise, we have a Light Splash in blue. Sideboard, we do have 2 Damping Spheres for Lotus Field and Glorious, 2 Torpor Orbs for Amalia, 3 Hearses for Graveyard Heat, 2 Agnes as a way to also have additional removal. It is blue and it's white, so it also can be got with the Kayla's Reconstruction. We have Rebuke for counter magic, 2 Supreme Verdicts for the aggro matchups. That is the deck we're trying out today. I know this deck is a little bit off and way over there, but I hope the deck does perform quite well. So let's get into the gameplay and see the deck in action. Port Town passes. So play Coast, Snare, or Prototype. Say go. Do you have something like a Consider? Sailor. Okay, so this is Blue Light Spirits. Hits me. Take it. And passes. So we play our Hollow Fountain. Play a Foundry. And pass the turn. Rattles. Island. Okay. Skyclave Appetizers. Can't do nothing about that. Taking to eat my Foundry. Sure. Smacks me. Take it. So we get to play a Gonshu. There's no way I could do both, right? If I paid 2 mana, play Iron Craig. Yeah, there's like no way I could do both. So play Coat, Portable Hole, and pass the turn. Phantom. So now I can't even block the Skyclave Appetizers. Well, yeah, I can. I will trade. Even if he has another Lord, I'm just taking it. Iron Craig. The issue is I'm going to be dying pretty soon on the air. I have 3 mana. I can't play anything. I guess I have to bounce the Coat. Place a Plains. We take a beating in the air. I don't think we're dead. We're at 3. The Book. X2. Probably have a counter spell. That should not counter it. Okay. We bring in Verdict. So we bring in possibly these things. Portable Hold does not answer very much. Maybe down a couple books. The issue is I can't go down too many artifacts. Then these rebukes are bad. Honestly, these books might be just... I'd rather have Portable Hold than rebukes, maybe. Get rid of the Lord. I don't like that. So we play a Coast and a Trail. Top. Bottom. Tap. Okay, it plays a Port Town. So our turn. Fist of a Plains. Prototype. Foundry. And pass. An island. Portable Hole. Hopefully he goes for the Foundry. Yeah, because that doesn't really produce any mana for a Cable's Reconstruction. So I could do it X1, but... So we just play a Coat and pass. Phantom. Waste isn't bad here. So we get to really accelerate into this Cable's Reconstruction. So we get a removal spell and a Iron Crag. Got it. Run it back. Wanderer. Pretty base. Good start for him. We'll play a Snare and pass. Mute to Volt. Another Wanderer. Shoves. Take it. Another one of those is an interesting draw. So we play a Prototype and a Foundry. Say go. You tapping out for a wedding announcement? Cool. Shoves in there. Take it. We Verdict. Plays a Fortress and Evasion. So he takes my Coat and smacks me with a Mutavault. No, it smacks the Invasion with a Mutavault. It's a 1-1. So I play my Mutavault. I don't want to reveal that Dura land. I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could play this. So we play Coat and pass. A second wedding announcement. And passes. Makes a couple dorks. Play a second Foundry. So I'm pretty sure I should be able to return and play a Coat again. It resolves, no counter magic. And just pass. Okay, another land. So he's getting flooded. That's a good sign. Question is, when can I start getting frisky? Portable. What are you gonna get with a portable hole? Cloak? Foundry. I mean, he loves taking my foundries. I give him that. So they all must come at the invasion. Otherwise, that would be a bad attack. I would be happy to trade. Too bad I can't turn on my Mutavault. But it should be fine. He gets to flip the invasion. So he gets to draw a card. Cable's Reconstruction. X is 3. I'm going to try it. Scoops it up. 1-0. Let's get into the next. Rabies. Sweet. So we lead off with a Coast. Prototypes a Goo. So this synthesizer should be pretty interesting. We have not actually got the chance to play it yet. This looks like it probably is Convoke, if I had to guess. Could it be Mono White Convoke? Could that be a thing? Hits me. Sure, take it. Charming Prince for the opponent. I definitely think that could be a thing. I mean, what do you really lose other than the haster? That's basically what you lose. You have enough redundancy in the artifact generation portion. So if I play Prototype, I want to see if how much can I actually get down this turn. Put down white. Play Portable Hole. Eat the Charming Prince. Say go. Next turn, I should have an explosive turn if I draw something of relevance. Skyclave Appetizers to get my Portable Hole. And then you get to blink. We get a 1-1 out of it? Sure. So there goes one of our prototypes. That's just rude, opponent. So we're going to drop down a synthesizer. Oh, top. Ship the turn. We'll definitely chump at this thing. For a 2-2. That's very interesting. We get to actually potentially do the Book Exalted Deed combo. A Knight Errant. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of like a Convoke pile with the Nykthos involved. A Zatara's Monument. Sweet. Charming Prince. Oh no, that means he blinks his Skyclave Appetizers. Okay. Play the book. Tap land. Ship it. Rabies. Delany. Cracks the clue. Cracks a clue. Leave my book alone. Sure. I'm off. So we're going to bring in Supreme Verdict. And Agus. I guess this is a matchup where Torpor Orb is actually relevant. Probably go down the Candy Trails. The Coats. One book. What's the last card I'm cutting? No, I think Craig is actually better than a Foundry. Cut a Foundry? Run it like that? Ghost, Prototype, say go. Plains. 3Bs. Pathway. Foundry. Sadly, I can't play the other Foundry. Pass. Nykthos. And attacks me. 19. Sure. That's a little interesting. So I want to play a tap land. Foundry, say go. I gotta work towards this Cables Reconstruction. Cracks the clue. New Nick those. Delaney. That happens. Hits me. Take it. So do I want to play a Cables Reconstruction X2? Or do I play Agus and get rid of the Delaney? Maybe I could have done both. I don't know. Because 1, 2, 3. 3 Bs. Smacks me. Take it. Synthesizer. So Cables Reconstruction X2. So we get those two things. Honestly, I think I'd eat the clue. I honestly don't care about the other card. I have 2 mana. I can't do nothing with it, so pass. And if I could have argued that I should have left up the Mutavault this turn. So he finally finds another land. Hits me for 2. Double Synthesizer. Bottom both. Synthesizer number 2. Bottom both. And pass. Skyclave. No, Matter Weaver. That's kind of hot. It's kind of interesting. Not gonna lie. Making gnomes. Portable hole. Does not answer that. I can't do anything this turn. I think I just shove. So he has 4 mana he could use from his Nykthos. Do I just blow everything up? Wipe the board, say go. Skyclave. Eats a Synthesis. Oh, eats my Agus. Which makes sense, right? So we tap, play a coat, make some tokens. Boom, boom. Pick it back up. Sadly, I don't have another blue source. So it's kind of hurting a little bit. I can't use this portable hole. Pass the turn. Matter Weaver. Goes to combat. I'm assuming does not attack. These 2 tokens should apply enough pressure. So first things first, I think I have to attack. Play the coat. So I'm pretty sure this shuts off the coat. Yeah. Scoops it up. Run it back. Plays a castle. And passes. A second Torpor Orb. I guess we're destined to find those. Pass the turn. Another tap castle. And a Luminarch Aspirant. Put that on white. Torpor Orb say you. Nykthos. Monument. And attacks me for 1. Okay, waste. Play the book. Say go. Tap land. And a Skyclave, which does nothing other than make a token. Play the Mutavault. This takes 3 and tap it. So play him with Torpor Orb. Play a Portable Hole. Eat the Luminarch. And pass. Bugler. That gets shut off. Skyclave Appetizers goes wide. And I convoke out a Knight, which also gets fizzled. So we take 3. Question is, can I assemble the combo yet? And sack it. And pass. So now I can never lose the game. Unless he could destroy my Mutavault. Got there. 2-0. Let's get into the next. Oh. Could be Phoenix or Control. One of the 2. So we're going to lead off with this on white. Play a trail. Try to find lands. So I don't need another Mutavault, but I would love another coast. Or love a coast. And ship the turn. So that means I get the synthesizer down, which is really important. So my turns flow with Foundry next turn into a synthesizer. Gaze. So this could be Phoenix. Or some sort of Sultai Dredge. It's Phoenix. So this should be a pretty interesting game, I think. They do have Spell Pierce. So that could definitely disrupt this game plan. So ops. And then plays an island. Okay. So we drop down our coast. Play a Foundry. Ship the turn. Now if we win this one, I might do a bonus round. That's what I'm going to start doing on Arena. So, Shredder for 3 O's. Do another synthesizer. Play the synthesizer. I kind of want another coast, even though I can't use it next turn. But the extra white mana is relevant with the Cables Reconstruction, and I don't need an untapped land next turn for the synthesizer to work. So, and I like synthesizer into this because I get the scry. hopefully find enough artifacts to make Cable's Reconstruction good. Right now, it looks like Cable's Reconstruction's X1. So that is not the best Cable's Reconstruction. Steam Vents for the opponent. Profit. Shredder equals profit. So he has a 5/7 Shredder. Pretty devastating, not gonna lie. We're drawing a land, which is nice. So we drop down a synthesizer, make a construct. Don't need another Cable's Reconstruction. The book is interesting. That means in 2 turns, yeah, I could actually use Symbol the combo, so we'll keep it. So the first turn I'd play it, second turn I could try to Mutavault. I think he does have probably removal in hand since he hasn't really had enough things to target. This construct might eat a Lava Axe though. A Shredder, a Treasure Cruise. Gets to dig extreme amount. Do I even have 2 turns at this rate? This Shredder might be a 10 something. Getting rid of a Picklock Prankster is insane. That's the definition of insanity. So I think we're going to be losing game 1. So 2-1 might be pretty likely here, considering we're facing one of the best decks in the format, and being behind a game is pretty bad. Alright, he gets rid of a land. A coast. Still can Lightning Axe. Ops. So he drew 4 cards this turn at least? No, 6. That's 12 points of damage coming down. The pipe. How do I win from here? Candy Trail doesn't help. I can't do this more than 1. I would literally have to top deck a Portable Hole off of a Cable's Reconstruction. Sadly, this does not work. Artifact spell or activate ability with an artifact source, yeah. So sadly, that does not work with my card. So can I get a Portable Hole? No. Alright, make a couple constructs. And shove for 8. But we're dead. Okay. Pretty gnarly. We lost to a Prophet. So we bring in Verdict. Agus. Rebuke's probably not worth it. We could bring in Hearse. Down a Foundry. Down Candy Trails. Down some Coats. Down a Book. And a Kawa. Run it like that. We play a Waste, say go. So if we play Foundry and a Synthesizer, don't know how we're going to get to this Colossus, though. Passes. Ganju. Attempt to play a Foundry. And ship it. We might have land off the top, or a... Actually, this Synthesizer probably finds me a land. Canal. He didn't do anything with his mana, did he? Just passes. Attempt to cast a Synthesizer. This has to eat a Spell Pierce. Free the Fae. I mean, that means our stuff still resolves. We take Deserted Beach. I don't think I need a Mutavault. And we just pass. He did take the counter spell. So we need to be wary of that. But Shredder. The question here is, do I want to... Oh, he just taps out. That's a very daring move. Now the question is, how do I want to capitalize this turn? I could Agus, eat this, make a construct, or I could play another Synthesizer, make a construct, so this makes 2 constructs. Let's play Synthesizer. Bottom. Ship it. So we have 4, 5, 8 mana worth. So I guess if this Agus resolves, we can cast free Colossuses. Prophet. And a Prankster. Okay. That is huge. I think we're taking game 2. Because now we get to go over the top of our opponent. Even though he gets to boost this Shredder and hit me for 5. But that's very small. So we're at 14. We get to untap. Prototype. Not a bad top deck, to be frank. So we get to play basically a free Prototype. Play an Agus. She gets to loot, which is whatever. We get to exile a creature, which is Shredder. He gets rid of a Phoenix, which isn't bad, I suppose. But I don't know how he wins from here. 3 Metalwork Colossuses, and a Metalwork Colossuses, and pass. Or should I shove for 14 and pass? Alright, he's at 4. So, I think we're going to game 3. Not a bad turn. Definitely, this is the game where Metalwork Colossus came down and showed its true strength. So, I guess the only out he has, right, is he can get back multiple Phoenixes and take an extra turn. That's his, only way to win from this point. So, if he has, Lightning Axe, discard a Phoenix, and then Trespass, that would be lethal, I think. Treasure Cruise, and Opt. So this is up to 4. So you give me for 8 right now, because this Phoenix comes back. Plus 5 or 4 here. Free the Fae. He whiffs on a Phoenix. So he could shove in there for 8. But he's dead to all these constructs. We say run it back. I could definitely bring in some, you could argue some rebukes over these Kaylas, but because the Steam Vents passes. Planes they go. Opt. There's a Shredder, which is good. I have this portable hole for that. Coast. So I'm not sure if I even need to put these on blue now. I only need a couple blue sources. So he doesn't get any advantage from the Shredder. Hall is interesting. Just passes. Put on a white. Attempt to play Hearse. Could eat a Spell Pierce. Okay. We just pass. Fable. And passes. Or another Hearse. I think I play Synthesizer. Because it's available. I don't need another land. Book. Could be interesting. Play the Volt. Say go. So next turn I get Exalted Deeds. I'm going to try to put the Hearse through first. To eat the counter. Because honestly, who cares if he can't beat the combo? So he manages to get rid of a Phoenix. And shoves in there. Crackling Drake. Okay. So I could Kayla's X2. He still has a Spell Pierce up. So I think I jammed the Hearse. And the Book. Make a Construct. And pass the turn. So we have 9 mana? This is 6. Yeah, we have 9 mana worth of things for this Colossus. That flips. If he taps out, we're going for the combo. Or the lock. Consider. Attempts to kill my construct. That happens. Shocks himself. Treasure Cruise. So we eat up his yard. So we take 7. Considers. Okay. We do need to be wary that he still has treasures. So he still has removal up. We're at 10. Turn on a Volt. Attempt to give it a counter. I think we're going to lose. Okay. Maybe I should have went for the Chaos Reconstruction, but 2-1. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we speak about this deck overall? It felt pretty reasonable. We went 2-1. We were able to assemble the Book of Exalted Deeds combo lock at least once. Tried to get it a few other times. Sometimes it was just barely too slow. Now, if we ever get another prototype, I think this deck is in business. It just really needs another 1-drop or a 2-drop mana rock that's not restricted like Foundry is, right? Then this deck could be pretty reasonable. The issue is we can't actually use that mana into Cable's Reconstruction, which is actually one of the biggest payoffs to actually be in this kind of deck. So it's just a huge flavor loss with Cable's Reconstruction, which is what this deck was trying to be designed to be around. So if you have any considerations at all for this deck, I know this deck is a lot different than the traditional Metalwork Colossus decks. So I'm trying to a different axes. So if you have any suggestions at all, let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification before you head out that door. Share this video if you like, and I'll talk to you soon.